Hey YouTube, Nova here again, and today, tonight, I'm bored. Like if you've probably seen my previous video, the random rants I did, I am bored, and I can't remember like what upload I did of my Dark Irregulars deck, whether I give you the upload of it complete after I got all the triggers that I wanted to put in. So I'm just gonna re-upload it. If there is no changes to it, I do apologise. But I'm bored, so I'm just going to upload it again. So it is obviously on my Dark Irregulars. Obviously, I am running, my starter is still Greedy Hands, because, you know, until new stuff comes out, this is by far the best. I don't know if there is going to be a new starter coming out, but when the Legion stuff comes out, this deck's going to be, you know, it's going to be good. But this deck is finished until the Legion stuff comes out, basically. This is one of my fun decks. This deck is what I let my friend use until he gets his deck finished, because he finds his deck really fun. It's the reason why I kept it and sold Link Joker instead, because I found this one more fun. So this isn't really a competitive, but it is competitive, but it's more of a fun competitive build. It's not really go to like national regionals or something like that and compete with this, because I don't think this deck's meta anymore. It can probably keep up with them. It supplies a lot of pressure, because if they don't have perfect guards or a lot of big hand size, they are going to be so badly hurt. And you know, so basically my starter is Greedy Hands. Basically, for those of you who don't know what he does, he moves back anywhere, so you know you can move him back when you ride him. Ideally, I move him behind the vanguard, and you can counter blast one, move him to the soul, search deck for a grade 2 or less Dark Irregular, and put it into your soul. A lot of people run the grade 3 searcher. No. Or a lot of people I know use the people that I've played against anyway, and my locals that use Dark Irregulars, they use the grade 3 searcher, and I tell them no. Why not this card? I tell them to pick up a Greedy Hands and test it out, because Greedy Hands is very useful, because it helps build up your soul. It gives you that one extra soul. And if the card that I choose, which I'll get into when I go into my grade 1s, the card that I pick tends to get me more soul. So, you know, and it also filters out your deck by one. So the card that you don't want a draw into, so, you know, it's useful. So that's Greedy Hands. For level 3s, the boss monster of the deck, I'm running 3 of Demon Marquis Amon reverse. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm running 3 of this guy. Basically, his effect is limit break 4. Choose one of your Dark Irregular rear guards. Lock it. This unit gets 1000 power for every Dark Irregular in your soul. If you have more than 6 in your soul, this unit gets +1 crit. And the locked unit unlocks during the end of your turn. It then has, if you have a Demon World Marquis Amon or whatever his name is in your soul, gains 2k, so it becomes a 13k, so it's basically a cross ride. I'm running 3. This is your main boss monster. This is your game ending card. You want this. If you can end the game before you ride into this, then go for it. But this card supplies so much pressure, because you easily get 6 in the soul. I mean, I've had up to 25 in the soul, which was bad because I ended up losing because I ran out. Well, I pretty much lost because I pretty much had nothing left in the deck. I won. I think I won it. I can't remember. I either won because they couldn't keep up with the amount of pressure I was putting in with this card's effect, like power, or I think I decked out. It might have been a decked out 1 round and so on. I really can't remember. It was a while ago. But basically, this card supplies a lot of pressure, because he's got that +1 critical and he gains so much power. Just basically, so they have to use their hand up to block this. If they don't, they're taking 2 damage. If you get a critical trigger, it's 3. If you get 2, it's 4. If they do not guard, they're taking a lot of damage. So I run 3 of him. I'm then running 2 Demon World Amons. That's right, I'm running 2 Amons. A lot of builds I've seen run 4 Amons and 4 Amon reverses. I run 3 Amon reverses 2 Amons. Amon's effect is, for those of you who don't know, this card's from BT3, so it is pretty old and pretty hard to find BT3 ones now anyway. During your turn, this unit gets 1,000 for each Dark Irregular in your sub. So he gains power. Yeah, he's only a 10k Vanguard base, but he tends just to be getting him in the sub anyway. You don't really ride him unless you have no choice. Counter, and his other effect, he has an act effect when he's in the Vanguard circle. Counterblast 1, choose one of your Dark Irregular rearguards and pull it into your soul. Your opponent chooses one of his rearguards and retires it. So even if you do ride it, and you've got stuff on the field that you want to move to your soul, i.e., I'll show you, I can't think of his name, Dimensional Slime or something. So I'm going to show you it in a minute anyway when I get into grade 1s. You can move that into the soul for this effect and make them destroy a unit. So it's quite useful because it can help them, like they have to sack a unit, which means then on the next, it gives them one like less intercept if they take out an interceptor or a booster, and it means they have to then replace that unit from their hand, which means they can't give up as many cards from the hand to guard. It helps put more pressure in, so I run 2 on the off chance that I do have to ride it, even though I tend to try and just get 1 in the soul. So I run 2. And then for my last grade 3, I run 3 of the Break Ride. King of Masks, Dalaran? Oh, it's a T. Dantaran. Sorry, my bad. He is 11k, and his effects are limit break for basically Break Ride. Choose up to 3 of your Dark Irregular rearguards, so up to 3. Not 3, it's up to 3, so you don't have to pick any. And they gain the following effect. When this unit gets 1,000 for each Dark Irregular in your soul. So therefore it gets this guy's main ability, gaining power for, so you give your rear guards this guy's ability to gain power for himself. Hello means severely strong. Rear guards swinging in, which means a lot of pressure. Oh, and your Vanguard then also gains 10,000 power. So an ideal play for my grade 3 lineup is if I'm not at 4 damage, if I'm at 2 damage when I hit level 3, and I have this in my hand, I will ride it. I will then use this to build up puts units that I have in my hand into the soul to attack their rear guards. If I don't ride this, and if I do ride this, and I will tend to go right into this. Oh, this guy's other ability is when he attacks, you can slow charge 1 and he gains 1,000 power. Well, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, so you attack the Vanguard, you can slow charge 1. So I will tend to ride this over this, and then I'll go into reverse. Not necessarily always happens, or it'll just be this into reverse. I tend to make sure I break right into reverse. But yeah, I run 3 of these because he gives you strong rear guards, and he can give you enormous amounts of your opponent even can give them enormous amount of pressure because they have to then think, right, I'm getting attacked by 3 columns, each one swinging in, let's say, 40,000 plus, because it tends to be 40,000 plus. One tends to be in the 60,000s, because if I've got 20 in the soul, 3 rear guards gain 20k, so it's going to be a 20 plus, a booster that's plus in over 20k. So it's like ridiculously OP. With a 12k attack, that's gained 20k. So that's 32. It's it's 7k booster. So let's see, 32 plus 27. That's 49. Wait, 27. 30, no, that's 59 even. My bad. So our columns of up to 59 in your rear guard. They have to guard this. And obviously they need to make sure they've got perfect guards to guard against amon reverse, because otherwise they're taking the extra crit, which is bad for them, because you just get the point. This deck is quite strong. Moving along now, so 3 onto grade 2s. I think it's fairly simple. 4 12k attackers. If you have an amon Vanguard, he gains 3k when he attacks. So 4 12k attackers. I'm running 4 of, I Amon's follower, Hell's Draw. When it comes into vanguard, if you have an Amon vanguard, soul charge 2. This is a key way to get build up soul. So I run 4. And then I'm running 3 Gwen the Rippers, because Gwen the Ripper is, when it comes into play, counterblast 2, retire one of your opponent's grade 2 or less. It's a great way to get rid of their annoying starters that they need later on, and just other annoying units really. And this deck doesn't use a lot of counterblast, so this is just to make up for it. So I'm running 3, and so I was originally only going to run 2. I decided to put the third one in just for consistencies of getting him. That's about it. I do like this card effect. Reminds me of Blaster Blade, and pay counterblast 2, sack a unit. So I run 3 of them for grade 1s. Obviously, I'm not stupid, so I'm running 4 perfect guards. Have to run 4 perfect guards with all the double attackers and that going on, so 4. And you soul charge a lot in this deck anyway, so if I could, I'd run 8. Just because you soul charge, I tend to soul charge for at least 2. Then the main ride target of this deck, Dimensional Creeper. That's what I meant by Dimensional Slime. This unit is, you want to ride it, and then if you can greedy hands, you greedy hands for this. If you can have it on the field and you have Amon, you move this into the soul to sack a unit for Amon's effect, because you could drop this guy from your soul to soul charge 2, hence you get more soul. I'm running 2 Yellow Bolt, because I tend to get this card behind my vanguard, especially Amon reverse, because you can tap him to soul charge 1, and then you can just lock him. He's not a wasting. You're not tapping him and not getting the boots. You're just tapping him and then locking him for Amon's effect, for Amon reverse's effect. So it's not a waste. So 2, 3 is too much. 2 is all you need. And then for the last, I run 4 Amon followers Hell's Deal, which is basically when she comes into play, into rear guard. If you have a vanguard with Amon in its name, soul charge 2. Basically the same as grade 2, but you just soul charge 2. That's pretty much it. Onto my triggers. Now then, I am running 4 Dark Knights of Nightmare Land. You can put this unit into your soul, choose up to 1 Dark Irregular, and it gains 3000. So I run 4 of that crit. And then I run 2 of the standard Amon's follower Cruel Hand crit. So 6 crit. That's right, I'm playing 6 crit. I'm playing 3 Historic Shirleys. You can put her into the soul to soul charge 1, so that's 3 draw. And then I'm playing 3 Dark Queen of Nightmare Land, which is a stand trigger, and when this unit boosts, you may soul charge 1. If you do, you can return this unit to the deck and shuffle. So 3 stands, because you want to restand your rear guards when you power them up for your break ride, or whenever it just helps apply more pressure. And obviously, me not being an idiot, I also run 4 heals, because you gotta play the 4 heals. And it's the level 0 version of the Hell's set. Hell's Draw, Hell's Deal, and Hell's Trick. So that is my Dark Irregulars deck. That is my Amon reverse deck. Updated and complete until BT. Don't know when the Dark Irregular Legion stuff comes out. So basically, whenever that stuff comes out, I'm not sure when it comes out. I haven't really checked. I kind of need to do some more research into when that stuff comes out. But yeah, so that is my Amon reverse deck, fully complete. If you would change anything, if you like this build, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this clan. If you don't like the clan, if you think the clans could do with, what you are hoping for the future for the Dark Irregular clan itself. Me personally, I hope that Dark Irregulars get some more support, soon, a bigger arsenal of choice, because obviously at the minute all there really is to play in Dark Irregulars is Amon. There's budget builds for it, but the budget builds are just nowhere near as good as Amon, in my opinion. Amon is the fun build. So that's my Amon reverse deck, fully complete until Legion comes out. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Remember to subscribe and leave comments and that down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.